Good morning, Unity. We're glad to see you here. Thank you. So how do you start your day? We all need to start it with some love and joy. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. Oh, love, love, love. Love, 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 love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. I choose love, love, love. Come on, let's choose it. Love, love, love. I needed love, love, love. Oh, love, love, love. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. I choose peace, peace, peace. Gotta have it, peace, peace, peace. Can you feel it? Peace, peace, peace. Oh, peace, peace, peace. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. I choose joy, joy, joy. I needed joy, joy, joy. Can you feel the joy, joy, joy? Come on, let's joy, joy, joy. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love, my day with peace.
I start my day
and I
with
feel
joy, and I feel that
sweet release.
I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day
with peace.
I start my day
with joy,
and I feel that sweet
release.
I start my day with love. I start my day
with peace.
I start my day
with joy, and I feel that
just hitting the mic button. Oh, you can even hear me that far out. All right, thank you. Good morning, Unity of Omaha. Good morning. That woke me up. I'm Elisa Choquette. I'm your board president, and I can use a microphone all by myself. I almost forgot that I was going to be up here today because I was so into the song, and then it ended, and I was like, oh, I'm on. So quickly got up here. But good to be with you this morning. We have an amazing day ahead. If you didn't know, we have our annual meeting after this, so it's a really blessed day to be a Unity member today. But first, we have a few announcements. We just, of course, want to celebrate that it's Black History Month, and so we honor our oneness with all of our brothers and sisters. Also, it is February Heart Health Month. Yes, we can clap for that. And February is Heart Health Month, so we also just affirm that we are whole in body, mind, and spirit, and we say a special thank you to our wonderful hearts and all they do for us in our body. And then we have a few announcements of some upcoming things. We have our amazing class that Susan Kimball is leading starting in March 1st, the Tiny Habits class. I actually use this in my life and have been using it for many years, and it works very well. Hello. Oh, even louder. Okay. No one has ever said, can she be louder, please? Anyway, so that's going to be all through March 1st through March 29th. There is an 11:30 a.m. class here at Unity, and then there's also a Zoom class at night at 6:30 p.m. So go ahead and get registered for that by contacting the office or finding Susan. You want to just wave your hand, Susan? There she is. Awesome. And we also have our board and leadership workshop that's coming up in March. It'll be Saturday, March 25th. From 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And this is for anybody that just wants to be supported in their leadership skills, or maybe you're feeling that urge and you just aren't sure whether or not you're ready to be a leader, whether it be here or outside in the world. Let this be your sign that we will hold you in support and be just gain so many skills. And also it's a great way to just get to know the people that are here around us at Unity of Omaha by attending these classes and attending these workshops. So if you want to join that, again, all are welcome. You don't have to be a current leader here at Unity of Omaha. You do need to register though by March 1st. Is that right? Let me see my cheat sheet because I forgot my glasses. Yes, March 1st. So go ahead and contact the office if you're interested in that. And then also we don't have, in the annual meeting, yes, of course, today, following today's service. So what we're going to ask you to do is you do have to leave the sanctuary because we have to sign you back in and give you your voting cards if you're a member. So you can leave. If you need that quick restroom trip, make that. But if you're wanting to join, don't hang out there to eat your donuts. Just come right back in here and then you can chit chat while we get ready for the annual meeting and checking everybody in. And we're going to be voting on our new board today. And it should be really smooth, and we are not going to be here, I don't even think for a full hour, like really 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more. We can probably move through this, so I really hope that many of you can make it. And one more announcement that we don't have before we go into our vision and prayers is that we have our chaplain training coming up, and that's Saturday, March 4th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is here. So if you're interested in becoming a chaplain, part of the wonderful group that they are and all they do for us, then just go ahead and contact Reverend Brenda and she can get that set up for you. You do need to be a member though to be a chaplain. So just another point that membership has its privileges. All right, so let's go ahead and affirm why we are here today. And we're gonna say this vision together because it really is a prayer in and of itself. So please join me in saying, in oneness with universal energy, we celebrate a world united in divine love. And the way we do that is through our mission. Please say this with me. We raise by vibrational consciousness through creative teachings, positive prayer, and a nurturing community. Okay, so it is now time to do what we Unity students tend to do best and love the most, and that is prayer and meditation. So I invite you to just take a deep breath and release it. And in so, also releasing anything that takes you out of the now. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze, bringing you further into the stillness, into that quiet connection. Taking in deep, lovely breaths. Taking in what you need and releasing that which no longer serves you. And as we move into this space of stillness, if you feel so called, repeat a mantra or an affirmation about what you wish to breathe into life, breathe into your life today. If you feel that you need peace, affirm over and again, I am peace. If you're struggling with a decision or a challenge in your life, call upon what is divinely yours, that power of wisdom, and affirm, I am wisdom. So whatever is calling to you right now, take that in, breathe it in, I am, and breathe out whatever it is that you want to bring forth. And we take that now into the silence as we connect to the divine. And as we are honoring the now, we begin to come back to this space. Feeling our bodies in the chairs. Slowly moving. Opening our eyes to what is here and now. and we honor what is now. And that is our eternal connection to all that is God. We know and celebrate that every atom, every cell, every bit of who we are comes from Source. It is God. It is the divine living through all that we are and all that we are called to be. And so whatever it is we wish to activate in our life right now, whether we affirmed strength, power, wisdom, release, enthusiasm, whatever it is, we know that it already is within us, as us, for it is Source. We have all that we need to live from our highest self today, just as we will tomorrow. And we give thanks for that beautiful creative energy that resides in us as us. And we use it today to co-create a world that works for all. I am all that I need to be right. Affirm our greatness in this moment and give thanks. And so it is. Amen.
So, after that pretty amazing meditation and prayer, we're going to ask you all to stand and sing with us our spirit song. Yes, let's clap. Now, you know I don't like to sing this song by myself, so I want you to sing it with me. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, yeah. Shine, shine. You know you want to. Shine, shine. All around the world. Shine, shine. Everywhere you go, you're gonna let it shine. Hey, everywhere we go, we're gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, come on. Shine, shine. You know you want to. Shine, shine. All around the world. Shine, shine. When there's light in the soul.
When there's light in the soul.
There is beauty in the person.
There is beauty in the person.
When there's beauty in the person.
When there's beauty in the person.
There is harmony in the home.
There is harmony in the home.
When there's harmony in the home.
When there's harmony in the home.
There is honor in the nation.
Honor in the nation.
When there's honor in the nation.
When there's honor in the nation.
There is peace in this world. No more living in fear. We're gonna let it shine. I need you to sing. Come on. No more living in fear. no more living in fear. We're gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Gonna let it shine, shine. Everybody, yeah, shine, shine. You know you want to shine, shine. All around the world, shine, shine. Oh, my brothers and sisters, shine, shine. Hey, now you know you want to
Shine, shine.
bring your brilliance, baby.
Shine, shine.
Oh, let's shine, shine, shine. Come on around the world, shine, shine. People, be kind, shine, shine. Oh, my brothers and sisters, shine, shine. All around the world, shine, shine.
Today's daily word of inspiration is from our prayer chaplain, Terry Danter. Terry's waving, so if you would like her to hold you in prayer, then she's able to do that later today over in the prayer chapel. And today's words of inspiration are from Maya Angelou. The sisters and brothers that you meet give you the materials which your character uses to build itself. It is said that some people are born great, others achieve it, some have it thrust upon them. In truth, the ways in which your character is built have to do with all three: those around you, those you choose, and those who choose you.
I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. 'Cause God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. And God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil, and I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil, and I want to see you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to hear you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil, and I want to feel you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to praise you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. Oh, I want to love you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, right here. No distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. Everybody sing that. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. My God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil.
Good morning. And for those of you who don't know who I am Reverend Brenda Peters, and we're glad to have you here today with us. Oh, yeah, it looked like we're getting a little bit fuller out there. I'm excited. Either that or you're all spreading out. Either way, it's fine. Okay, so I have, for those of you who might know, I have dipped my toe into the world of TikTok. And I am called the Barefoot Minister. And that's my handle. Thanks. That was from one of you that spout that out. So it stuck. And what has come of that is I'm hearing a lot of buzzwords and seeing a lot of patterns in our humanity, in our culture. And one of them that stuck out the most was, I just want to be spiritual. And I was like, And it kept coming up for me, like, let's be spiritual. Let's be spiritual. It's like, I hear you, and I see you trying, but I don't feel it. And it seems to me that this has become another buzzword that we have, you know? There's others of them, like everybody's a narcissist now. You know, there are tons of different things, and we all go, this is our culture. There's a trend, something's really high, and then it goes down. And sometimes those trends are good. So like bringing awareness, spirituality is not a bad thing. Don't misunderstand me. It's great that this is coming up. However, it's now becoming just a fad, just a thing, just a way to show yourself out to the world instead of really digging in and being who you are, who you truly are, the divine. Today I'm going to, be still and know. Be still and know. And today I'm going to talk about what it really means and how for spiritual. But I'm going to be talking about spiritual growth because that's really what we're here to do, right? Those of us who come every Sunday or come to classes or, participate, we are trying to grow spiritually. We're not just trying to be spiritual so that we can put the next picture on social media and be, it, right? We're really digging into this. We're really being who we have come to be, who we're remembering who we've come to be. So let's start out with the what. So the what of spirituality. Lessons in Truth, which I love, by Emily Cady. She was a Unity author. And y'all, she wrote this in the 1800s, okay? 1800s. And it's still relevant today. Man originally lived consciously in the spiritual part of himself. He fell by descending in his consciousness to the external or more material part of himself. So what she's saying here is what I usually try to express every Sunday, is that we have this human side of us and we have a spiritual side. And what we want to do is combine the two, or maybe even have that self, the higher self, God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, drive the bus a little bit more. Okay? That's part of the whatness. So what else, you heard of Buddha and enlightenment, and that became kind of a buzzword, didn't it, for a while? I just want to be enlightened. I want to be enlightened. I want to be enlightened. All right already, you're enlightened. I mean, and even I remember hearing this when I was watching Tony Robinson on something about, I can't remember, it was on Netflix, I think it still is, something about I'm not your guru or that. And he said, you can, all day long, you can go up to a mountain and for hours on end meditate. And come back down, and that would still not really get to the depths of you getting to that spiritual side of yourself. What will is being in a relationship, right? And we'll get into more of that later. But that's the thing. There are our media, or culture rather, tells us these are the things you need to be spiritual. And I looked one up, and I actually found that they had a typo because they had 2 on there twice. Never mind. I guess you have to do that twice. So one is feeling peaceful with meditation and other mindful practices. Now, don't get me wrong, that's true. But what if you're not feeling peaceful? Does that mean all of a sudden you're not spiritual? Avoiding negative people and behaviors. What? Then we might as well just live in our houses we might just do 2020 all over again. Right? If we want to avoid negative people and behaviors. Because we know, we've learned here, if you haven't, what we've learned is that is all a part of it. And I'll go into that more. The other thing, it says feeling compassion and positive. Right. What happens when you don't? Then again, am I not? Am I not making spiritual growth then? Asking questions about life and death. What if I don't want to ask questions about life and death? Finding meaning and purpose in life. What if I just got out of college and I have no idea? Being hopeful when things are challenging. Oh, hello. Hello. Woo, being present in the moment. Ha! How many of you are present right now? Yeah, I know. Come on now. Even I'm a little over there. All right, let's all get real. Feeling at peace when being alone. Hoo. All right, well, I guess if you guys can't do this, then you're not spiritual. I'm sorry. It just gets to be to a point Where some people, I believe, hear or see these things enough in their minds, after a while you're like, well, I'm not even going to try. Why should I try to do any of this? I can't do any of this all the time. Does that mean I'm not spiritual? And I don't want to wear white. Sorry, I had to do that. I just had to do it because it fits. Anyway, like, what the heck? Because we all have that human part of ourselves still. Okay? Okay, so be still and know. Be still and know. So let's shift into the how. So when I said that quote from Tony Robinson about if you want to be spiritual, get into a relationship, that's really dead on. Because here's the thing, learning how to grow spiritually, we need to be practicing all the time. Practicing how to be in a relationship. Practicing how to deal or cope or get out of negative thinking and into a better thinking. Not necessarily positive, but just getting us out of that, shifting that thinking, right? Because third principle, our thinking creates our reality. It's a practice. It's a practice. So this is how to grow spiritually, to have experiences. So that does not mean sit at home by yourself watching Netflix like I did last night. Right? How am I going to grow if I'm doing that? It's participating. We have lots of classes now. We're getting ramped up, and we're going to be having more opportunities for you all to come together and to learn from one another. You don't even necessarily need to learn from the facilitator, Susan or myself. Learn from one another because you all have wisdom. Like Elisa was saying today in the prayer, you all have, in meditation, you all have wisdom inside of you. Listen to that wisdom inside of you and share it with others. But be okay if they don't take your wisdom. Be okay with that. Being in nature. Myrtle always was in nature. She loved being in nature. And Myrtle, if you don't know, is one of our co-founders of Unity. That's where she recharged. That's where she felt the essence of her higher self, of spirit, of God, of universe. That's where she felt that. Do what it takes for you to experience those moments that take your breath away. Last night when I was sitting on my couch watching Netflix in my head, I had my blinds open. And rarely do I get to see the moon from where I'm at in my apartment. My apartment's located kind of crazy. Anyway, and it always frustrates me. And last night, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I looked, and it was the moon. That is not just a moment that you go, oh, that's neat, there's the moon. That's a moment that you go, okay, there's the moon. And I always wanted to see the moon from where I'm at. I've always wanted to see the moon from my windows, and it always has been elusive. And there it was last night. That's one of those moments where you can connect with your higher self. When you know that God, inside or out, I don't care what you believe in, but that is one of those connections that you know that everything is all right. All is well. All is well. So, the other thing I wanted to read from Emily Cady. She says, somewhere on this journey, the human consciousness or intellect comes to a place where it gladly bows to its spiritual self and confesses that this spiritual self, it's Christ, it's highest, and is Lord. So don't get hung up on Christ and highest. If you don't like those words, it's okay. But what she's saying is that that's the moment, that's that take your breath away moment where your human consciousness or intellect comes to a place where it gladly bows to its spiritual self. When you surrender, when your humanness surrenders, it's beautiful. You can say it's magical, it's wonderful. It's that moment. Part of practicing and growing spiritually, reading books, meditation and prayer, of course, and like I said, many practices, taking classes. Just as long as you're not doing one thing, like, okay, I'm just going to read all the spiritual books in the world. No. Moderation. Maybe read a book, then participate. Maybe, do this and do that. Because you're not going to get any growth out of just one thing. Getting outside your comfort zone is the best way to grow spiritually quickly. And I can tell you that because I've done it way too many times. Where at a point it's like, I don't want to do that. But that's when I know I need to do that. Because that's where I'm going to grow. So for those of you, this is the 40 days of letting go. If you didn't hear, this is Unity's kind of Lent practice. We don't necessarily celebrate Lent, but they're doing the 40 days of letting go. And there's still booklets back there if you didn't get one last time. And today is the process of letting go. And so that letting go is another way to grow spiritually. When you let go of old beliefs, of past hurts, when you let go of the past, you're opening yourself up for something brand new and wonderful. And some might say, Brenda, what if it's not wonderful? Well, then you're opening yourself up for spiritual growth, and it's beautiful. I'm going to read this because I read this morning on my TikTok, and it really hit home with me. We are always in the stark and beautiful movement of letting go one thing, thought, or situation while being set free to a more excellent, deeper, and more expansive experience of ourselves. Letting go is a learned action from a lifelong journey of self-acceptance, revealed as a process that evokes our trust in the messiness of living with some experiences of joy, sorrow, and disappointment wrapped up in a little bit of love. Letting go is a process that invites us to affirm the truth of our being and trust the unfolding journey of being fully present in our thoughts, words, and deeds, to be inspired by the smallest of things, and to overcome unforeseen challenges, to let go of expectations that did not belong to us. We learn to trust the movement of spirit, creating the masterpiece that is you and me. And that's from Reverend Kathleen Beasley. And the affirmation for today is letting go of what was. I trust the process of becoming more than I ever imagined. Be still and know. And I say that because when you're in those still moments, that's when you feel that divinity. That's when you're connecting. This week, go forth and practice. If you get in a fight, practice peace. Practice communication. Practice seeing the good in that other person that you want to punch in the face. That is spiritual growth, my friends. When you can look at someone and go, gosh, you're my best teacher. And then go, what are you talking about? You did this. I know. And I invited you into my world. So thank you. Thank you for saying yes. Those moments, practice them, experience them, be open to them. And if you're a little tentative and a little scared, take baby steps. Go to a different restaurant today that you've never gone to. Baby steps. Baby steps if you're a little tentative. If you're not, go forth and get out of your comfort zone quickly. Participate. But most of all, be still and know. Be still and know. Namaste. Thank you. Now, we are going to practice our demonstration of prosperity, another practice and ritual that we have here. And for those of you online, thank you, first of all, for being with us today. And if you would like to support Unity of Omaha, you can text your gifts to 402-543-5339 or type Unity of Omaha PayPal in your browser or also by mail. And for those of you who are here in the sanctuary, please come up and give us your love offerings. And also as you do that, take a affirmation. And last week, somebody had nothing on their affirmation, which I said, they get to write their book. Yeah, the world is yours, so go for it. So if you get nothing, know that, hey, you're a special day today. So let's all say the affirmation together. I am an open channel through which prosperity flows. And so it is.
It's a song you all know. So that means we want you to do what? No, you can stand up, yeah. But we want you to sing. There we go. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Oh yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All the bad feelings, all of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Oh, look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny sunshiny day. Oh, look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Everybody sing. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is the rainbow. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. Real bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Real bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
All right. And please, everybody, join me in blessing the tithes and offerings and times and talent that we have here today with us, knowing that all this energy of love, peace, harmony, and joy, when they come in, they also go out into the world, into Omaha, into our community, and spreading forth the world of the message to the world of oneness, of love and peace. And so it is. Amen. Okay, so don't forget, everybody go out, take a little break, and then come back. You'll have to check back in, those of you that are members. Those of you who are not members and want to stay and watch, you're more than welcome to. But again, everybody has to clear and then come back in. So, all right? And if you would, please join me for the prayer for protection, because I see the yellows. Yes, you do. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. And the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Go forth.
Hey, B.